How's it going, guys? Apple here today, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use if, else ifs, and else statements. So, for the first one, name please, and then we have our name. What is your age? And then let's say we don't want to prompt this command all the time. So, we could easily do this by making an if statement. If, let's say, and then we have to add these parentheses. Say this, age is less than or equal to 18, and then pretty much have this right here, and then have it execute that. And then we're gonna have an else, and you might be like, oh, what about an else if? An else if is always gonna be the middle of else in an if statement, but for now we're gonna be putting down as an else. So let's just say you may enter and then end our program. I'm gonna add /n to this one. I'm gonna get rid of one of these /n's to make our code look a little bit more neater. And when we execute our program, we have two options now. We got our name, and then let's say my age is 19. You may enter, and then let's go ahead and terminate this program. And then we run it again. Name please C, and let's say we are 4. Kids under the age of 18 cannot ride without parents. And we use this pretty much with everything. We could use it for strings, we could use it for integers, we could use it for doubles, we could use it for chars, we could use it for bools. Especially for bools, because basically all this if statement is going to be basically, hey, if this is true, it's going to be executing a 1 command, and that executing in a 1 command will put this as 1. So this is basically, you can think of it as option 1 for this part, and else is just to catch any other errors that may happen into inputting programs and stuff like that. But for example, we're just putting in numbers. It's not going to really make a difference if we don't have a catcher for everything, an error basically, for this specific program. So now let's actually do it on our char program, our char data type. So we're going to add an if statement, and we're actually going to make this program execute, but unfortunately we're going to have to actually have it like that, and we're going to have it after our send. So if not a bot is equal, and using 2 equal signs always mean equal. When we use 1, we are associating it. That means we could change it whenever we want. With 2 equal signs, we can never change it while the programming is running. So our letter is D. Now you might be thinking, oh, we could just put D right there. Well, that is wrong. What we have to do is put a single quotation mark to it. Now, we could do this in many ways. You could change this program in 2 different ways. For example, let's say for our particular way, we want to make it where basically this, all it really means is, I want to make it where, hey, it's not equal to it. So basically all this basically means the exclamation mark and the equal sign basically means it doesn't equal to it. And then we press enter, and then we just put out a print statement that states you may not wrong input. And then what we're going to do, since technically this is a bot and we do not want bots, we're going to return 0. Now all return 0 is basically it just stops the program and just returns nothing. Else return 0, so it just stops the program. Else, just let's say see out let's just say nothing, okay? See out, and the code is really nothing. Or we could just put this as the code. It really doesn't matter. So when we execute our program, name please s hello s2, and then I put down some random letter, and it just stops executing. But if we actually put, say my name is that, let's say my age is that, let's say I put a capital D, we continue with our information. /n, and I'm going to make this a little bit more prettier, so it looks a little bit more better, and when we execute it, it's going to look a lot more better. Capital D, verification, please verify the information. So let's say this. I'm going to put down if your is not equal to true. So we use cout and then put down please restart. And then in an else statement, you may enter. And that's our final code into the entire program. Let's just do some little tweaks here. We have an error, and that's because I've missed out a semicolon. And that's really it. When we execute our program, we're gonna get our name. Let's actually do this for real. My name is Apple. And then, hello Apple, what is your age? My age is 54. You may enter. This ride charges 0.5 cents. Okay? Type and enter D. I type and enter D because I'm not a bot. The information you have given is true or false. Oh, this is true. Of course, I would make it. Oh damn, I got an error. Alright, I know what the problem is. It's mainly because my input is basically putting it as a string. That's really the problem of what is happening. And you can't really express balloons other than ones and zeros. So my name is X3 D true. You may enter. And that's really all about if and else if statements. Hope you guys learned something from this video. And leave a like if you want to.